Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Welcome to our presentation, Differentiation MAT183 Calculus 1 Set 1. Our team consists 3 members, which is Muhammad Hadif bin Sahlan, Muhammad Faris Zafran bin Muhammad Yusaimi, and Muhammad Aidi bin Amrin. And we are from AS1202H. Okay, without further ado, let's go through the question. The first question is, explain the meaning of differentiation and what are the techniques of the differentiation. The gradient of a curve shows the rate at which a quantity changes on the graph. If the quantity is described by a function, then the rate of change of the function can be found directly by algebra without drawing graph. There are several techniques in the differentiation. The first one is a power rule. Differentiate polynomials by increasing the power of the variable by 1 and multiply the original power. The second one is a chain rule. Used for composite function, it involves differentiating the outer function with respect to the inner function and then multiply by the derivative of the inner function. Number 3 is a product rule. Find the derivative of a product of two functions by multiplying the derivative of the first function by the second function and adding the derivative of the second function multiplied by the first function. The fourth one is quotient rule, used for finding the derivative of the function that is a ratio of a two function. Sum or difference rule, the derivative of a sum or difference of function is the sum of difference of their individual derivative. Number 7 is a constant multiple rule. The derivative of a constant multiplied by a function is the constant multiplied by the derivative of the function. Number 8 is a logarithmic differentiation. This technique simplifies the differentiation of a complex function by taking the natural algorithm of both sides of the equation, applying algorithmic properties and then differentiating. So, the two last one is a implicit differentiation, used for differentiating equation where the variable is not explicitly expressed as a function of another variable. And number 10, parametric differentiation, used for differentiating equation defined parametrically where variables are expressed as a function of a third parameter. Great, let's go to the next question. Zaf, you can continue.
Today, I'm going to show you how to solve these questions. Okay, so this question asks you to give dy dx, which means the differentiation for y equation. And first of all, if you look at the structure of the question, it is a fractional question. So you need to use quotient rule to solve this equation to get the dy dx. So we classify this as u and v. So the formula is dy dx equal to vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. This is the formula. So we need to find the u prime and v prime. So the u is the above and v is the below. So the u is numerator. So the numerator is sine 3x and u prime is 3 cos 3x. Can you see this? And v is 1 plus cos 3x, which v prime is negative 3 sine 3x. So once you gather the information we needed, you can substitute those information into the formula. So we start with v, which is 1 plus cos 3x times u prime, which is 3 cos 3x minus uv prime. U is sine 3x, v prime is negative 3 sine 3x. over v squared. 1 plus cos 3x squared. So you need to simplify this into, which is, you need to expand this first. So 3 cos 3x, so this and this, 3 cos 3x and 3 cos squared 3x minus plus sine, so sine, so 3 sine squared 3x over, still the same, 1 plus cos 3x squared. So once you get into this form, you need to simplify. So how to simplify it is 3 cos, just write again, plus, but this you can factorize this too because they are both multiplied by 3. So you factorize, you put out 3 outside, and cos squared 3x plus sine squared 3x over 1 plus cos 3x squared. Okay, so once you get to this, I'll explain about it. Okay, cos squared 3x, cos squared 3x plus sine squared 3x actually equals to 1. So you could substitute 1 into this. So it will become 3 cos 3x plus 3 times 1 over 1 plus cos 3x squared. And now I'm going to show you how to solve this question. So for these questions, you need to let could be any letter, so I would choose M. So this equal to x over 1 minus x, and after that you differentiate the m, so dm dx equal to, so to differentiate this, the same as the previous one, you need to use quotient rule. So you need to identify this as u and v, which is u is x, v is 1 minus x, u prime is 1 and v prime is minus 1. So the same formula we applied before, you need to apply this again. So v times u prime, so 1 minus x times 1 minus x times v prime, which is minus 1 over v squared, 1 minus x squared. And after that, we simply get 1 over 1 minus x squared. Okay, so after you get this is the differentiation of y. After you substitute, this is m. So you get this formula, dy dx equal to 3m squared and times dmx, which is the differentiations before. So substitute the m is x over 1 minus x squared times dx is this. So 1 over 1 minus x squared. So you get 3. Expand this, get the power to both sides, which is numerator and denominator. So x squared over 1 minus x squared times 1 over 1 minus x squared. And the final answer would be 3x squared 1 minus x to the power of 4.
Okay, now we are going to answer question 3. Dan okay, first thing first, kita kena differentiate dia orang ni. So jadi 2y. Lepas differentiate, darab dengan dy dx dengan 3 sin 3 sin 2x tu darab cos 2x tu darab 2. Ok, ni untuk sin 3 2x yang kan juga pula plus square xy x dy dx plus y. Lepas tu kita selesaikan je macam biasa. Dy dx bawa pergi sini, jadinya 2y dy over x tolak ni xy sama dengan 3 sin 2x cos 2x 2 plus square xy y. Okay, lepas tu ni ada dy dx. Okay, lepas tu factorizekan dy dx ni bawa keluar. So jadinya macam ni, dy dx 2y tolak x sec square xy sama dengan 3 sin square 2x cos 2x 2 plus sec y plus 2 plus y sec. Okay, yang 2 ni boleh darab dengan 3, so jadi 6 sin 2 2x cos 2x tambah y sec square xy per dengan yang ni 2y tolak x sec square xy. Okay, so inilah jawapan akhir dia.
here. Okay, now we are going to answer question 4. Okay, in this question we are need to find x and x naught. X and x naught. X is 1.05 and x naught is number that yang berdekatan dengan 1.05 is 1. Okay, next we need to differentiate the fx. X is 3. After differentiate this, we need to find dx, which is x minus x naught. X is 1.05 minus x naught is 1 equals to 0.05. Okay. If want to find the final answer, we need to use this formula. F x naught is equals to f x naught plus f prime x naught dx. Okay, we need to use this formula to get the final answer. The information, all that we get, substitute into this formula. So it's 2, 1, and 1. dx is 0.02. Just use calculator and we get the answer is 1.5202.
That's all from us. We have go through all the questions in set 1. Thank you for listening.